Okay, it's actually better out in the desert than I thought it was going to be. I may be overdressed, but that's okay because it can change in a heartbeat. The clouds are moving backwards today. So that's always a bad sign because we never know what's going to really happen. We're so used to the weather coming from the west, and right now it's coming from the east, and I have a funny feeling it's going to turn around in the next couple hours and go back that way. So I'm out at Rabbit Valley. Basically, this is the border of Colorado and Utah. So it'd be western Colorado, eastern Utah. And I've been coming out here and hunting rocks and dinosaur bones and all kinds of stuff out here for the last, oh gosh, probably 35 years or so. And it's changed a lot. They've added these stupid little posts and cables so you don't go off the road, okay, and destroy fragile habitat, which is, I understand that, but it's an eyesore to see, these little stupid cables, and it goes all the way out. So I am going to do the same run I did on the Adria 24 about, 2.5 months ago, and I'm going to go from here at the highway all the way out to the Utah border. There's a place that stops me out there, and I'll try to film that. If I get into some of the Manco shale, that stuff turns into really sticky clay that, I kid you not, it loads your tires up so much that the tire can't go through the forks. So if I hit that stuff, I'm going to turn around. I see a couple other motorcycles out running today out here, so this should be fun. So I will be stopping at several places to take some pictures of the bike itself, some glamour shots and whatnot, but it's a lot nicer out here than I thought, so I'm going to have an awesome day. Oh, look, there's the mud already. Yeah, we've got a lot of rain lately, so I don't know how long the bike's going to stay clean. We'll try to keep it clean at least out to Utah, and then coming back, we're going to get it dirty, okay? So kind of wanted to get out in the dirt today to see what's going on. Yeah, see, we aren't taking trails like this today, okay? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You'll never get that off your bike. It'll be on there 10 years later. So we'll see what happens here. I may end up staying on the gravel road and not going off on the 2 tracks, which I really wanted to go off on the 2 tracks. Get out on the single track stuff. It'd be really fun today, but you saw what that single track looked like. So handling really well on the gravel. I plan on airing down if it gets too sloppy. I think the big thing is going to be staying out of the mud today. Whoa, a little bit of whoop-de-doo in there. Woohoo! So if I haven't mentioned this before, the suspension is much better than my Adria 24. It's literally twice as beefy. It's probably twice as heavy too. Yeah. But boy, it sure dampens a lot. Even though I can't find any adjustments on it, I'm really impressed with it. It might just be, my weight. I don't know what it'll do for somebody heavier, but I'm going to go ahead and get in some real rough stuff right now.
And mud. And mud, I might add. I got into some mud.
So you can see this is pretty choppy in here, and it's doing it just fine. And again, I could have aired down a little bit. I'm thinking I should to get some of this, the rougher bumps out, but I want to see how these fully inflated tires handle, you know, like side slip and spinning out and things like that. So I'm holding it down in PAS2 on purpose just to limit my speed, because after the rain's out here, you never know what you're going to run across. You know, it could be from, you know, this desert doesn't get a lot of water. So when it does different things every time we get water. So there's no rhyme or reason to these roads. They change every time. So okay, I just bottomed out on that one. So yes, more air.
Oh, it's telling me to slow down.
Yeah, I probably should have waited another day or two. Wow, that's really got. Let's miss that one. Okay, glamour shot, stop. You know what's cool? You know what's cool about these electric bikes is that when you stop, take a break, or just stop for a second to take a picture, you don't have to start it back up. Okay? It just goes, and here we go. Boy, you get out of that sun, it's chilly. Woo-hoo. I want to say it's handling it just as well as my Adria 24 did, and I had to air down those tires, okay? And they were knobbies. So these all-terrains are definitely crazy cool. Crazy cool.
Ugh, really rough spot.
I probably could go up another level here, but just my luck, I'll come around a corner and there'll be a four-wheel drive or an ATV or a side-by-side out here going just as fast as me. And okay, I want to go back up in here because this is where I had the Adria 24. It's real sandy back in here. Okay, real squirrely. But boy, these tires float nice. Wow, do they float nice. And again, we'll find out for sure here in a minute. Ooh, somebody just came through. Another glamour shot, guys. Bear with me. Okay, from here, it goes out and it does a whole lot of whoop-de-doos. And I'm hoping this will catch the whoop-de-doos. And then I'll come back in to the 2-track, come off this single track, because it goes way out that way before it comes back over to. And we may change our mind, but we'll see. That section back in there is double black diamond. And I had trouble with the Adria 24 back in there. I mean, it started pitching rocks off that front wheel, and there were some serious drop-offs that I actually had to walk the bike over. I'm a better rider since then. It's been a few months, but I'm getting used to this bike, which is, the geometry is so different, it doesn't even ride the same. So many things I can go over sitting down on this, that on the Adria 24 I would have to stand up because of the different suspension. So I'd really love to know what it's like to have more air in this back shock, and I'm going to work on that over the next 48 hours and see what it, so I don't blow it out when I, pump it up to my weight. But the front end, oh my gosh, so beautiful, and it hasn't even slid yet. So I'm just going to keep going, guys. It's going to be really trippy and fun from here, okay? And we're going to ignore a certain sign that's out here. So, but I'm in sand right now. Woo-hoo-hoo, God. Okay, bigger tires are definitely, and I'm slipping out from underneath this. It's wetter than it looks underneath it, so it's kind of slippery. So I'm slipping out from underneath it, so I'm going to cut back over to the main road as soon as I can. But we're going to go through this section. Yeah, it's wetter than I thought. So, and that clay is just like grease. So, I mean, literally it's like grease.
Cow pie. Hang on tight, boys and girls. I don't know. What do you think for suspension, guys? Back end got a little squirrely in that stuff. I don't think it would have done it if it was drier though. Wow, I have been expecting that front tire to slide several times. I've even compensated for it, waiting for it to slide because I was there, and it just didn't do it. In fact, I think the back slid out more, but it's under power, so. Okay, that's where I took the Adria, and I had a lot of trouble out there. It goes way out there, so we're just going to keep going on the 2-track. That was deep sand right there. Another glamour shot moment here. Oh, that wind is bitter out here today. Woo! Okay. Okay, if we're going to have to turn around, it's going to be in this next section because this is where it starts dropping down into the shale. And could get hairy. I know, it looks like I see a way around those first couple of mud holes, but there's one of them that comes out of Trail 6 over there in the canyon, and it's a pretty cool area over there. I don't know if you can kind of see it back over there, but Trail 6 goes out around those pinnacles out there. And yeah, this is beautiful country. Beautiful country. So woohoo! A little muddy on that one. There's some mud. And I gotta go over here. Kappa. Well, even on those slopes that are, on an angle they're muddy and slippery, it didn't slip. And bear in mind, I'm in PAS2. It doesn't do anything to the power. It just limits the speed, so that I don't go crazy out here and overrun what I can see and overrun the road, I can, you know, plot a path through. So. Ooh, I'm in mud. Felt the back wheel kick out a little bit back there, so. You know, I'm really amazed. Just 20-inch wheels. You know, I haven't done that since I was 16 years old. And I thought they'd be too small for me. And they're not. They're not. Okay, I think this is where Trail 6 kicks in, somewhere around here. Okay, I've got auto cruise control on. Oh shit, that was scary. Okay, let's go turn that off. Whew. I wasn't expecting the throttle to be stuck on coming around that corner. All right, we're gonna go into programming. Hey, that one. Okay. So this section is really fun when it's dry. I don't know what it's going to be like when it's wet, but we got some nice bankers here. Whoa, yeah. Shit, I'm sliding because it's wet, and then it's sandy, and then it's, see, that's sandy. But underneath, and I'm going to back up so you can see this, it's wet underneath that. Whew, that's crazy stuff to drive in. I think we'll stay on the bottom and not on the edges. See, that's where the knobbies would help. And oh my gosh, this is so soft. Wow. Even the animal tracks sink into this stuff. Whew. Really soft and wet in here. But I mean, it's running through it. It's just, it's a little sloppy. And I don't think airing down is going to help that slop. That's just... I mean, if you just see the amount of animal tracks out on this thing, it's... There's just the one Jeep track and 0 animal tracks. So... Remember, cow. Wow, yeah, this is all blow sand. And the wind just kind of blows it into these channels in here. And even the cows are having trouble getting through it. Woo! Okay, getting in this wet stuff again. Woo! Guys, it would really be fun to trick one of these out with knobbies. Oh my God. Cow pies. Okay, well, there's been no vehicles out here in a while. Quick little glamour shot here. I think we're about a mile from the end anyways. We covered that really quick today. I want to say I was able to go twice as fast as the Adria 24 because the suspension. I mean, seriously, it's suspension. What a major difference that suspension makes between the Adria 24 and this thing. I mean, crazy different. Okay. Back on the road, Toad. So in case you're wondering, this is an alcove. They're all over the place in Colorado. It's caused from differential erosion. In the different layers of the rock, they erode differently, and it causes this to happen. Arches National Park is probably about 40 miles, 50 miles that way as the crow flies. And this is all part of canyon country. So lots of canyons, lots of rocks, lots of cool rocks. This area is just saturated with dinosaur bones and agates and all kinds of stuff. So the dinosaur bones are protected. You can't pick that stuff up, but the agates and pet wood, you sure can. So, and away we go! Yeah, see how soft that blow sand is right there? That handles it like a dream. I hate to say this, but I kind of like this more than my Adria 24. Woo! Got squirrely there. kind of surfed that one. Yeah, this is where it drops down into the shale and the mud and the really slippery stuff, so gotta keep an eye on it. I may have to do a quick turnaround here. Cows have got it packed down pretty good, but whew. Like I said, another week or so of nice temperatures and this will be pretty good, and there'll be all kinds of vehicle tracks on this thing, so woohoo! Okay, tough section here.
Okay, so it looks like the battery ran out somewhere around the Utah state line on the GoPro. Not surprising, it was quite cold out there, about 46 degrees. Really surprised the battery on the bike did so well, I'll be honest. Not a single performance issue with that whatsoever. So anyways, if you found this video to be helpful, do me a favor and hit like. You don't have to subscribe because usually this channel has mining videos in it. But if you do buy one of these bikes, I've got a link down there to Tuttio Sport. If you wouldn't mind clicking that affiliate link, it kind of lets them know that you found this video helpful, and they kind of hopefully will send me some free stuff, maybe a free bike. I doubt it, but anyways, it just kind of helps them to get some feedback that you found this helpful. So thank you again.
So I wanted to give some final notes and a final review of the Tuttio ICT adult electric dirt bike. We talked about the geometry. We talked about a lot of things. So here's what I love. I love the power. I love the acceleration. I love the torque. I love the suspension so far, even though the back's not doing what I want, but it will. The brakes, power. The battery seems to be good. I think the only thing I don't like is that 13-inch spacing here between this. I think that's the only thing I don't like. I love everything else. I don't want to say this, but I like it more than my Adria 24 because it goes boom really fast. I was really surprised by the all-terrain tires today out in Rabbit Valley in Utah. It did amazing. You can see I got it a little dirty because it was muddy out there. I know the video cut out somewhere along there because I was having so much fun. I looked down and it was dead. So we did get a little bit of mud on it. Again, I like everything. And those of you that are torn between the ICT and the Adria 26, it's all about purpose, guys. If you just want a bike to go fast and do fun stuff and maybe not even a commute or maybe a commute, this is great. And there really is very little storage on it. If you're looking for a bike that commutes or runs errands or whatnot, I would get the Adria 26 because technically it has 1,000 more watts when you're running both motors. So yeah, they're all good bikes. I really like the build from Tuttio. I like their welds. I'm impressed. They seem to be responsive to me. Other people have said they don't, but then again, I'm real nice when I talk to them. So again, I'm impressed with it, guys.